What's up guys, and welcome back to the channel. Today we are down at Champion Car Company collecting my dream supercar for the second time. So I have the Jeep listed for sale with them. If you're interested in it, definitely check them out. The Jeep needs to go in order to make room for this new car, and I am currently looking at it out of the corner of my eye right now. It looks incredibly good. I absolutely love it so far, and I have the keys for it. So let's go ahead and check out my new car. So here is my new car. This is a 2012 Audi R8 V8 with the 6-speed manual. If you're new to the channel, I had a 2010 manual and I just missed that car so much. I haven't had that for around 2 years now, so I had to get into another car. This one is from California, so the guys at Champion Car Company helped me. Basically, they were the third party in getting this car 3,000 miles to the East Coast, and they did a phenomenal job. We got this car shipped within a week, so definitely check them out if you guys are in the market for a car of any kind. They have a huge selection here in their lot. Now, a week ago, I made a post on Instagram and YouTube, and you guys had some really awesome guesses. R8 was one of them. We had McLaren, we had an NSX, we had the C8. Did we have some Lambos? Yeah. I think we had a few Lambos, so all of your guesses were really good, but of course, I had to go with another R8. So this car actually came with 2 keys, which is a rarity to see, but it is a rainy day outside. Let's go ahead and check out the interior here. Oh, how I have missed the Audi R8. Oh man, this brings back memories, dude.
It smells like your old car.
So this is a 2012, as I mentioned. It has 20,872 miles. Dude. Alcantara headliner, which I did not have in my car.
It's so nice.
We have a sub of some kind behind the seat, so we're gonna have to play around with this a little bit and see how that is. We have the CD player, which they came with, of course, and I got the manual.
Actually,
of course.
It's not a CD player.
Oh, it's not?
No, it must be different for
Did they take it out?
Oh wow, it has a
what is that?
A Bluetooth of some sort, or an auxiliary plug.
Well, we're gonna have to mess with all that stuff later.
Oh, so this is for the old school iPods.
Oh, okay.
For those of you who
I don't have one.
For those of you who don't know what an iPod is.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well,
so it's got
we got some cleaning to do of some stuff. I got navigation with this car because I really wanted that.
We got a lightning port, so you'll have to get an iPhone. Guys, comment below. Tell Mike to finally get an iPhone.
Of course, I got all the carbon fiber. I really wanted the interior carbon fiber, and you can see that runs around the entire dash there. The one thing that this is missing that my previous R8 had, the extended leather. So it doesn't have leather on the dash, but
actually kind of nice.
Yeah,
though.
it's nice because it may not wear as much as the leather. There's leather on the doors though.
Yeah, we have it on the lower portion. Just it's the whole upper that is like this material. And it actually reminds me of the carbon skin on the Lamborghini Huracan Evo. Yeah. So it's cool actually. I like it. It looks good.
But we do have the Alcantara headliner, which I think we're gonna try to do some more Alcantara on the interior just to spice it up.
So how long did it take to find this car? Because finding a manual transmission Audi R8 is so hard, and
they're tough.
Finding one, of course, with no salvage title, clean title,
yeah,
and carbon fiber, side blades, interior. It's a hard car.
I was looking for 3 or 4 months, I think. And it took about a month and a half to get this car, you guys. So I started searching, or started the process with this car back in January. So it's been a while. And one more surprise that this car has is an upgraded exhaust.
Yes.
Which was a plus because, as you know, the stock V8 sounds like a lawnmower. Let's go ahead and get a cold start up because we haven't heard it yet.
Crank it up.
Yeah.
Here we go. Hold on. Sounds pretty good.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I'm so glad it's not stock, even though it might not be as loud as my Army Tricks was.
Yeah.
But I'll take it.
Yeah.
That sounds really good. So the brand is Stasis, which is a pretty well-known brand. And I think it's just a normal catback. It's not straight. It doesn't sound straight 5. So we've been messing with the car just a little bit to compare it to my 2010. And I was wrong about the Bang & Olufsen. It actually has the logo up here. On my 2010, they were down here. So just a little bit different. Some other things that we are noticing that I really like. We have this surround around the navigation screen. In my other car, it was just like cheap plastic. But this is like matte black.
Yeah, it looks much cleaner.
Yeah, it looks much... It looks much more upscale than just like the cheap plastic look from my 2010. This is cool.
Oh yeah. We got the gated shifter, which this is such a rare thing. New cars just don't have that anymore.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I loved about my Audi R8. And if you are new to the channel, I sold my beloved R8 to get the C8, which was some of the guesses that you guys had. Are we good on that side?
Yeah, we're good.
And I'm glad that the C8 did not work out, because this is just so much more fun. It's more engaging, I feel like, having the manual. It's more rare, even though they're not making many of the C8s right now because of delays and all that. But the car is warmed up. Oh yeah, man, this is so cool. I am back in the R8, and I would say even a better R8.
I think it's a nice spec. While this isn't leather anymore, it's actually really nice. Like, it looks cool, and the addition of Alcantara is amazing. It just looks so awesome and high scale. And then
I had to shut that off.
Yeah, the satin black is better than the cheap plastic look, even though it's still the same plastic.
Yeah.
But all the carbon, the leather, it's in really good shape.
It's in good shape. Yeah, there's a few things here and there that we have noticed.
Like 2 little chips on it, that's about it.
Yeah, there's some things we have to go through. We noticed that there's some coins in the center compartment there, so I'm gonna have to figure out how to take that floor off and get all those out just to see if there's anything else down there. What else, Bri?
It sounds so good. And with that Quattro all-wheel drive on a rainy day,
yeah,
it hooks well. And it even hits 100 kilometers per hour really quickly.
All right, guys, so time for the first fill up. I think this is a 21-gallon tank, so we're probably gonna be like over 50 bucks or something like that. So we'll go ahead and get this started. So while we wait for this to fill up, just a little bit of history on the R8. So I'm super excited to be buying my second one. I bought my first one January of 2018 and sold it, what was it, August of 2019. So I bought it, yeah, I bought it the same time Brian bought the GTR. We actually got those within the same week. And then I sold this right after, or sold mine right after he got the Supra. So we actually got to race those just to have a little bit of fun. So it has been 3 years almost to the date, minus when this video is going up, that I'm in my second Audi R8, my dream car. This is, I mean, you know I've been talking about this forever, right?
Ever since he sold it, he has not stopped talking about buying another R8.
I mean, I deeply regret selling it for the C8, but we were trying to do some different things for the channel and bring some different content and help grow our channel. Even though I didn't get the C8, we attained that at the same time, so I was able to buy this. I think I found the perfect one. Now, white, everyone that already knows about this car is saying they love white. Honestly,
white is amazing. I loved it on my Nismo, I love it on the Supra, and I freaking love it. When we pulled in the dealer, oh, it's so good.
I'll be honest, I'm not a sucker for white, but when you compare it to my gray R8, when the carbon fiber blended in, I mean, this just pops and it makes it look a lot nicer. So I like white better than the gray, but I think I need my blue crew. My blue crew with the Tacoma, the bike, and the R8.
Oh my gosh, it's so nice. And
we're not even halfway there.
Yikes.
But yeah, what do you guys think? Comment down below. Oh, we need our Bros for Speed stickers now.
Yeah.
I don't know what size we're gonna need.
Really small.
Yeah, really small.
Are we getting close?
Yeah. It's any pop now.
There we go.
There we go, just
holy
over 50.
Crap.
I will say, that's not the most expensive R8 tank that I've had.
Dude, I filled up the Supra for 25 bucks the other day.
I've been at 65 before, just depending on the fuel prices.
And this was with 10 cents off.
Yeah, and Mom hooked me up.
Yes, thank you, Mom.
Thank you, Mom. All right, you ready to head out?
Yeah. Well, first fill up.
We're gonna go see. Up. Yeah, we'll go see what the parents think now.
Yeah.
Yeah, you ready?
Yeah.
All right, here we go. That wasn't anything crazy.
It does sound pretty good for
we'll get out of here.
Exhaust it has on it.
Getting up into traffic. There we go. Nice. No wheel spinning, of course. You know what's crazy though? So this is the V8. It has around 424 claimed horsepower. A buddy of ours actually got to dyno his, and it put just over 300 to the wheels.
That's horrible.
So yes, that's horrible. It's not designed to be a fast car. Like, you can get the V10, which really isn't that much quicker in a straight line, which is why I didn't go with the V10. They're like 25 grand more than this, but I did find one for the same price. Remember that red one?
Had like 10 times the miles.
It had 55,000 miles on it, which was hard to justify with this having 20,000 for the same price.
20,000.
But let's supercharge this.
I think that'd be awesome.
Supercharge this.
Because then you'd be almost with the GTR in like 600.
This would have around 550 to the wheels.
Dang.
So it'd be just over it'd be like 650-ish to the engine, whatever the differences are. So, I mean, this could be a supercar.
Well, it is a supercar. It's an old school.
It could be a proper old school supercar.
This is still, this is a supercar with the things it has and the things it does. This is not a normal car, which is amazing.
This is like...
It's an old school, it's a modern classic, I think.
It's a modern classic that is made for those back roads.
Yeah.
All-wheel drive, just the manual, the gated manual, which is rare. It's just...
The handling is so good in this
hop
thing.
in it and go.
And even though it's not the fastest in a straight line, it's quick. Like, if you guys do remember, my stock Super's faster, of course, but it's so quick. And even like, we were in the mountains with my GTR, and my friend's Miata kept up the whole time in the mountains. So I have 5 times the horsepower.
Yeah.
So just straight line speed isn't everything, but this thing is just so fun. I love it. I love it.
We've already done over 20 miles in it. And we haven't even taken it home yet.
So we're gonna go get Maddie's approval. Let's meet up with Maddie, see what she thinks. Maddie. Hey, bud. What do we got? I think Maddie's just as excited.
She actually got to ride in my other one.
She fell asleep in the other one. Hey, bud, how are you?
What do you think? I used your Harris Teeter thing for the fill-up. Cost me 50 bucks.
Price 82.
Yeah. So we have just made it home for the first time, and the R8 is now reunited with the GTR. It's not the same car, but after 3 years, we have that duo back, which is definitely awesome. So it's been 2 years, I guess, in the making of buying my dream car for the second time. Now, it's not the newest, coolest, latest vehicle, but in my opinion, modern classic, like we said earlier in today's video, with the gated manual. I mean, that's just what puts a smile on my face. I absolutely love this car, and I regret so much selling my first one. So after 2 years of 2 years of hard work, I am back in the R8, and this is a phenomenal car. I want to do a lot more to this one that I didn't get to do on my first one. We're gonna do wheels, it has the exhaust, maybe lower it, do a different wing. And what do you guys think of red wheels to match the Supra? We have a white car, we have the potential to do red wheels on it. But I do love these wheels. My other ones were chrome, or like that I guess they were chrome, right? Polished aluminum. These ones are dark, so honestly I like the way the car sits now. And I'm super excited. We have some sunshine, so it has brightened up today. Not that it's been sad with the rain, but it's still been exciting getting to drive this home. We're gonna have a ball with it, huh, Bri?
Yeah, I'm excited. I missed the car too. Like,
it's gonna be a lot of fun.
The old school cars, like that's what I like about the GTR. And
yeah,
the Supra's great, but it's that new, it's too good almost. Like these old school things, like that's where it's at. That's where it's at.
It has enough tech that I personally want without going overboard, if that makes sense. No heads-up display and anything like that. It's just hop in it, drive it, and have some fun with it. So I hope you guys enjoyed coming along, getting to collect my second supercar for the second time. Yeah. This is here to stay, you guys. Like, I've worked really hard to find the perfect one. Low mileage, 20,000 miles. I'm gonna hopefully put 20,000 or more on this.
Really soon.
Really soon. And just enjoy the car, drive it, and hopefully have some fun with some adventures, some mods. I never got to go on a mountain adventure in the first R8. Yeah. So that's gonna happen ASAP. But if you guys enjoyed today's video, give it a huge thumbs up. Consider smashing that subscribe button. If you wanna stay up to date on our daily uploads, we have the Tacoma, the R8, the Supra, and the GTR, along with awesome car reviews. We'll see you guys in the next video.